Hello friends, welcome back to Social Studies class for J.S.S.1. Today we'll be looking at this topic, conflict resolution. It promises to be an exciting one. Lesson objectives. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to understand the meaning of conflicts, the causes and effects of conflict within social groups, and steps in conflict resolution. Let's go straight to the meaning of conflict. Now, the word conflict describes disagreement, argument. I'm sure you have had disagreement with one or two persons before now. Wherever there is a social group where people have to live together, there's bound to be conflict. Now, conflict can be defined as a state of disagreement or argument between people, groups, or countries. It's possible for people to have conflicts. Everybody cannot agree with the same thing at the same time. So this is the reason why there's bound to be conflict. We fight, we disagree, we argue, even as people, even as a group, even as countries. These are some group of people. Some are saying yes, while others are saying no. It shows that there are different sides of a coin. This seems to be like a tug of war, where the guy on the blue shirt is dragging towards the left, while the guy on the red shirt is dragging towards the right. So wherever people are more than one, there's bound to be conflict. These are some people in a meeting arguing and fighting. So these are all pictorial representations of people disagreeing and arguing amongst themselves. Let's look at some of the causes of conflicts in our society. The first one is lack of cooperation among members. When there's no cooperation, there's bound to be arguments, fighting, disagreements, and so on. Another cause of conflict is cheating. When you cheat others, people feel cheated and fight back. Lack of human consideration. This is when you do not put the needs of others into consideration but yourself alone. Injustice is an attempt to impose one's will on others, trying to impose what you want on others, trying to make them want what you want as well. Selfishness within group, people forming different groups and trying to impose their needs above others. And corruption, this is also a form of cheating. When you take what does not belong to you, there's bound to be conflicts. Smuggling, and finally war. And there is war, there is conflicts. Having looked at the causes of conflicts, let's go straight to the effects of conflicts. Conflict brings about lack of unity, that is, there will be division among members. It can lead to breakdown of law and order in the society. The society will not progress because there is division among members of the society. It can lead to loss of life and property. It can lead to death, and it could lead to a situation where they burn down houses, they burn down cars. The group will not be able to work together to achieve their common goal. This is as a result of lack of unity. So when they cannot work together, there is no goal to be achieved. It leads to frustration. Conflicts can lead one to frustration, and there will be enmity among family members or groups. Some family members till they die don't resolve their conflicts. They continue like that for a really, really long time, even to the point of death. So conflict has bad consequences. Now let's look at the steps in conflict resolution. The first one is educating people on the need to tolerate one another. Now, there is need for the society to constantly create programs where people are taught how to tolerate one another. We should learn to accept that there are other people around us. As much as we have needs, they have needs as well. We should put their needs into consideration and let the society progress. Number 2, people should be encouraged to obey rules and regulations in the society. There is need for them to obey rules because rules are there for peace to reign in the society. A place where there are no rules, then there is much conflict. So rules should be obeyed, regulations should also be obeyed. Number 3, provision of goods and services to meet the needs of the people, such as water, food, social amenities should be provided, such as healthcare centers, hospitals, libraries. So many things should be put in place for the society, and it should be provided generally for everybody. Everybody should be able to access it. Number 4, people should pay more attention to the unity of the country as against their ethnic origins and religious affiliations. Now, we should look beyond our ethnicity, our religion, and work together as one. Finally, involvement of legal institutions such as the police and law enforcement agencies to help regulate peace and order in the society. So these are some of the steps we could take in resolving conflicts. So, conclusively in today's lesson, we've learned what conflict can be defined as, that it is a state of disagreement or argument between people, groups, and countries. That the causes of conflict are cheating, lack of human consideration, injustice and attempt to impose one's wills on others, selfishness within the social group, and corruption. We also learned some effects of conflict as lack of unity, bringing breakdown of law and order in the society, bringing about the society not progressing, leading to loss of life and properties, and that the group will not be able to work together to achieve a common goal. It also leads to frustration. We also learned some steps in conflict resolution, which are educating people on the need to tolerate one another. People should be encouraged to obey rules and regulations of the society. Provision of goods and services to meet the needs of the people, such as food, social amenities. People should pay more attention to the unity of the country as against their ethnic groups and religious affiliation. And finally, involving the use of legal institutions such as the police, the army, road safety, or other legal institutions. So this is a breakdown of what we've learned in this lesson. Evaluation. Define conflict resolution. List 5 causes of conflict. List 3 effects of conflict. And explain 2 ways in which conflict can be resolved. So thank you very much, friends. Let us try as much as possible to tolerate others who are around us. It's always fun to have you here. I'll be glad to see you in the next lesson. Thank you and bye for now.